Calligraphy is an ancient art form. It is intimately associated with the traditions and styles of writing of all genres. Recorded history of writing in India is available since the time of Emperor Ashoka from 3rd century BC. The Brahmi script developed in the southeastern part of India, while Kharoshthi emerged in its northwestern part. From Brahmi, most of the modern Indian scripts evolved. Writings of Ashoka's period are mostly available on stone pillars or stone surfaces. Royal decrees and religious sermons are the subject matter of these writings. Calligraphy in the true sense originated in Persia after the emergence of Islam. Designed and ornate letters were written in artistic manner, which subsequently adorned the pages of manuscripts and art and architecture all over the world. The beauty, fragrance, and aesthetic sense of calligraphy blossomed in Islamic Persian script. Various Perso-Arabic scripts have been written in Persian calligraphy. In ancient time, manuscripts were written on palm leaf. Ready availability and easy processing of palm leaf have facilitated calligraphic writing on it. The palm leaf tradition was popular in Eastern and Southeast Asian countries. The process of seasoning of palm leaf is interesting. Tender palm leaves were collected and dried up in mild sunlight. Thereafter, they are placed under mud tanks for about a month. When the color of the leaves changes and it becomes soft, they are removed from the tank. Washing properly again, these are dried up in mild sunlight. Thereafter, palm leaves are cut into required sizes and shapes and bound together. The art of calligraphy is engraved by stylus. In order to highlight the script, various natural black and green color wash is given to the surface of the palm leaves. Wooden pieces, both plain and designed ones, act as cover of palm leaves with excellent and delicate ivory inlaid lettering and designing. 1,000 years ago, Ibn Muklaq and his brothers created 6 types of calligraphy, namely Rehan, Sols, Nashq, Tawqiq, and Rega. After the 15th century AD, the popular calligraphy of Nastaliq emerged in Persia. It is a main script style generally used in writing the Persian Arabic script. It is the predominant style in Persian calligraphy. It may be mentioned that before the advent of Islam, calligraphy was in vogue in Persia. In Zoroastrianism, beautiful and clear writings were highly appreciated. It is believed that ancient Persian script was invented as early as 6th century BC. At that time, the inscriptions were used to adorn the monuments of Achaemenid kings. The scripts consisted of horizontal, vertical, and diagonal nail-shaped letters. In later days, Pahlavi and Avestan scripts were used in Persian calligraphy. After the Arab conquest of Persia in 7th century AD, Persians adopted the Arabic alphabet to fit the Persian language. The Arabic alphabet has 28 letters, to which Persian added another 4 letters to fit the sounds of Persian language that do not exist in Arabic. Islamic calligraphy evolved with the emergence of Islam in Arabic language. It is associated with geometric Islamic art on the walls and ceilings of mosques as well as on manuscripts. For Muslims, calligraphy is visible expression of the art of the spiritual world. It is the most venerated form of Islamic art because it provides a link between the languages of Muslims with the religion of Islam. Quran has played an important role in the evolution and development of Islamic calligraphy, which is called Arabic calligraphy as well. This art form is based on the Arabic script, which for a long time was used by all Muslims in their respective languages. They used it to represent God, as it is forbidden to make imagery in Islam. It is the primary means to preserve Quran. Arabic, Persian, and Ottoman Turkish calligraphy is associated with abstract arabesque motif on the walls and ceilings of mosques, as well as on the pages of manuscripts. In the 1st century BC, Emperor Kharavela flourished in India. He championed the cause of Jainism, which has been reflected in his famous Hathigumpa inscription. In the Brahmi script of his inscription, one finds a developed style of writing. In fact, the aura of calligraphic beauty has been marvelously reflected in the famous Jaina cave art and architecture of Udaygiri and Khandagiri hills of Odisha, where the Hathigumpa inscription is found. Indian traders, colonists, military adventurers, Buddhists and Jain monks and missionaries brought the Indic script to Southeast Asia as well. Fine Sanskrit calligraphy on palm leaf were known to have been transported to those countries. Emperor Humayun brought Persian calligraphy to India. The combined effort of Hindu artists and Persian calligraphers greatly promoted the Indian Islamic calligraphy, which reached its zenith during the time of Shah Jahan. The Arabic text on the Qutb Minar of 12th century AD have been embedded in the Kufic style of calligraphy. Decorations with flowers, reeds, and baskets display the native influence of Hindu and Jain traditions. Sikhism played an important role too in the evolution of Indian calligraphy from 16th century AD. They have traditionally handwritten holy book, the Guru Granth Sahib, which furnished beautiful illumination. The Sanskrit text Gita Govinda of 12th century AD, articulated in the portrait of Radha and Krishna, is a feast for discerning eyes. The fan-shaped palm leaf manuscript with Sanskrit shlokas and bead-shaped garland of palm leaf manuscripts containing the entire Bhagavad Gita are also an excellent collection. The Chitrakavya Bandhodaya displays the unique technique of Indian calligraphy. The reflection of calligraphic style in the temple art made on palm leaf and musical verses embellished on it are rhythmic. The Dashavatara calligraphy of Vishnu on palm leaf is vivacious and vibrant. Religious texts were the most popular vehicle for calligraphy in India. Buddhist, Jain, Hindu and Islamic scriptures were copied and produced in large numbers, showing beautiful calligraphy. The Shantinatha Charita was originally composed and written in the late 14th century AD. The text is a Sanskrit composition in the Devanagari script. Shantinatha Charita describes the life and times of Shantinatha, the 16th Jain Tirthankara, or a person who has attained enlightenment through asceticism and the founder of a Tirtha or community of Jains. It was composed and possibly first written down by Acharya Ajit Prabhasuri. The text is extremely important to the Jain community. The Ashta Sahasrika Prajna Paramita is one of the most important texts of Mahayana Buddhism relating to Prajna Paramita, the divine personification of transcendental wisdom. The date of composition of the text is not known, but based on historical evidence, this manuscript is datable to the 15th century. The Mahayana school of Buddhism emerged from a schism within the ranks of Buddhism in the 1st century AD. Persian influence in Indian calligraphy gave rise to a unique and beautiful blend. The express impressions are now discernible in manuscripts. Indian writers adopted the aesthetic sense of calligraphy in their respective writings. Gradually, it became a passion for them. The efflorescence and richness of calligraphy will remain enchanting forever.